Governor recently signed the Immigration Safety Act, shutting down contracts with ICE facilities. Two parts here. Do you support her plan? And also, do you have a plan to work with the federal government on border issues?
Mr. Rodriguez, you go first.
You know, it really disturbs me that we would take away the ability for these counties to create these facilities and provide compassionate care. It seems so silly that if all of a sudden we think it's not being done elsewhere, that automatically translates that we're going to fail in this state. I absolutely disagree with her taking the right and the privilege for these counties to create a model of excellence versus claiming that they're going to fail at being good humans. Give them the opportunity to do what's right. Do I think we should protect our borders? Absolutely. Do I think we should cooperate to make sure the safest border to stop criminals from coming into this country? I don't believe, obviously, in fentanyl. I believe we should protect our citizens every way possible. But the fact is, one size doesn't fit all. We do the best we can for our people, and we cooperate where necessary, and we do it in a compassionate, civil manner.
And Mayor Hull, you are next.
Yes, well, I do not agree with the shutdown of these facilities. I think that it sends a message that we're not willing to hold people accountable. But when it comes to working with the federal government on border issues, I think that New Mexico has to work with every agency possible. Every federal agency, every state agency, our surrounding states, whether it's Texas, Colorado, Arizona, working with each of these agencies to make sure that our top priority is keeping New Mexicans safe. Public safety is a top concern. When I'm moving around New Mexico talking to people, people don't feel safe in their communities. People don't feel safe in New Mexico. And so working with every agency we can to make sure that we optimize that public safety for our citizens is a top priority, and I am committed to working with every agency to achieve that.
And Doug Turner.
So I think the issue is, can ICE use county facilities? And I think, ICE is going to use facilities somewhere. And what I've heard around the state is, this effort has significant economic challenges to a lot of small communities who have facilities that do contract with ICE to put criminals in. So they're going to go somewhere, and they might as well go to our state, and they might as well promote economic growth in those communities. Do I think we ought to cooperate with federal law enforcement? Absolutely. The state and the governor have a responsibility to work with whoever is in office, Democrat or Republican, at the national level, to do what's in the best interest of New Mexico and New Mexico citizens. And if that involves interdiction, drug interdiction, border security, or any other area, it is our responsibility to make sure that happens.